Hey, so if you have wanted to improve the accessibility of your designs in Canva, I wanted to show you how you can do it using tools that are available in Canva. So I've pulled up my Tuesday Trends March 11th report. As you can see, it's a set of 5 slides, and 4 of these slides they just contain a chart along with some text and some graphic elements. The first option is to add alternative text. This is possible when you have images and when you have shapes. You can right click and scroll down. It gives you the chance to add alternative text. Same thing for this graphic. So when you open alternative text, you can type something on your own, or you can ask Canva to suggest something. Black and white image of a bar chart, which is fine, which is just what we need. Or if your image is decorative, you can simply mark it as decorative and it doesn't need any alternative text, right? So that's one way to do it. I think for most of your images in Canva, for example, if you're using, let's say, clip art, or if you're using shapes, we don't really need alternative text for all of these. You can simply mark it as decorative unless there is some information contained in it, right? So mark it as decorative and that's it. If it's clip art and if it's only serving a decorative function, that's all you need to do. But when you have charts like this or any kind of image that has some information, it's best to add what it is. So for example, here I've written screenshot of eRank search results for the term open when labels. It includes the average searches, average clicks, and average click-through rate and competition. That's how you can do it if you have any kind of image that conveys information in your Canva design. That's the first option. The second option, and this is even easier, is going to files and check design accessibility. So you can see there is a button for accessibility, check design accessibility. And it gives you the accessibility score for typography, which is great. So if your typography is very, decorative, it has a lot of these swirls and hard to read cursive, or the text is extremely squiggly, sometimes it can be hard to read. If that is the effect you're going for, that's great. But if it is meant to be read, you want to make sure that your typography is accessible. And the same thing for color contrast. I think very often, I want to show you something here. So we often end up with colors that are very pale. Let me do this. Let me make it something like this. Yep, there's no alternative text on this, but I want to keep this like, let's say, I'll make it transparent so that it can't be seen. And I'll add some text here that's in some kind of a font that is white. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's barely readable for me. So let's see what accessibility scores we get. Right? Typography is fine, but the color contrast, as you can see, it is giving you a low contrast text, and you have the option to, apply a suggested text color or change the color of your own. So that is very helpful because sometimes we just go overboard with pastels and whites or extremely dark colors that clash and they are hard to read. And so using this option, this accessibility checker, really helps to ensure that we don't have those issues in our design. And as you can see, it shows you where the issues are. It's showing that there is no alt text for this shape, and secondly, it's showing you that there is low color contrast for this text, right? So I'm going to delete this and let's go back. Alternative text, this is where I have the most number of issues simply because I have not gone in and added alt text to each of these little images. but again, it's not a big deal because I consider this as decorative. And I have added alt text to the images, but it's a quick way to check what needs alt text. You can quickly just add text or just mark it as decorative, and that's fine. Let's go into one of these here. Yep. So that's it. That's how you can check accessibility of your design in Canva and reduce motion. This is also really helpful. I can relate to people who have migraines. I have migraines quite often when there is a lot of animation and flashing lights and a lot of animated movements on the screen. This file does not have any animations, so there's really no reduce motion required here. But if you have a file with a lot of flashing motion, etc., flashing lights, a lot of swirls and a lot of things moving around and flashing, and that can be painful for some folks, it's best to just take this reduce motion just to be on the safe side. Make sure that nobody has a bad experience interacting with your design. So those are the 3 quick tips. First is to simply right click and add alternative text to informative images. You can also add alternative text to decorative images, but that's your choice, or you can simply mark as decorative and that's fine. Go into files and check design accessibility. So it will show you the typography, contrast, and the alternative text, how you can improve those in your design. And the third one is to go into accessibility and reduce motion. Thank you.